the Lord's my way. There's a river of sleep on the haunted highway. Wildflowers keep to the call of the pilgrim, eternal sleep. Tall, aren't you, Jason? Are you? Big fella. Didn't take Brian long to be in his own, did it? No, this is we're in a guitar shop here, which is it's a spiritual home for a lot of us middle-aged people heading towards the last of the summer wine. So very lucky to be in the presence of the owner of the shop, Mr. Brian Younger.
Hello.
So I'm going to ask Brian a couple of
I'm
questions.
unprepared for this, of course.
What do you think your favourite guitar at the moment in this shop is, Brian? If you had to pick one.
Well, without a doubt, I think it has to be this Gypsy Macaferi Django Reinhardt Styley.
And look at that poster behind there. Is Charlie Poole on the poster as well?
This fella here, Martin, don't know whatever happened to him.
Ah, he's finished it.
Fly by now, really.
He's a nice fella though.
Got strangled off a drummer.
I don't believe what a lot of people said about him as well. They probably won't have it.
Now, Brian, you started off, you were in a band called White Heat, weren't you? In the 70s, late 70s?
Yes.
You were a rock band, so you had a rock background as
Pop
well,
rock.
didn't you? Pop rock.
Proc, which
You
I've
also-
seldom used.
You also had an amazing connection with a very special guy in the northeast called Morris Summerfield, who was a Jewish businessman.
The wonderful Morris.
Tell me a little bit about you when you first met Morris.
Well, what can I tell you about Morris Summerfield? Can you cut this? 'Cause
Yeah. We'll get our lawyers to look through it all before it goes out. Yeah.
Nice. You're on YouTube today.
Very shy man. Music, guitar nut, and I'm sort of working for him at. I'm only not long left of school. I'm 17 and a half, consumed by Jimmy Page and Rory Gallagher and all that kind of thing. And he said, you should listen to Django Reinhardt. So I did. And that's it. It's
That's how
a
you
massive
got that
change.
element in your play.
Well, Morris actually owned two genuine Selmer of Paris Macaferi guitars. They're quite exotic things. Obviously, that's a copy of it.
Yes.
And I had no idea what they were about. They just looked like kind of cheap and cheerful, junky guitars. But he sold one of them a few years ago for about 55,000 quid. I think he still got the other one, but of course they're special guitars and have a massive place in guitar history and music history. And the Django thing is as big now as it's ever been, I think.
I heard a story once that when you were a young guy, you got a suit made and you went down to the Dorchester or something with Morris, and you had to get Joe Pass's guitar or something. Was it Joe Pass or George Benson?
It was Joe Pass's guitar. I had to restring Joe Pass's guitar for him, and he stood behind me with a rolly up tab with some jazz cigarette behind him, and I'm thinking, what's going on here? But I think it worked for him. I think it worked out.
Magic.
His career never dipped as a consequence of me setting up his guitar for him.
Brian, there's two guitarists in Newcastle that I really love, and Brian's one of them, and the other guy's Jim Hornsby. And Jim's more of a country style player, but he's into like old bluegrass. He plays great flat pick. He's got a lot of tools in the box, so to speak. But this fella here, very, very good as well. He's got the jazz thing. What I think's the most lovely about Brian's playing is his touch. Very sensitised play, and what makes them great players is they listen. Like if you're a songwriter and you play with a musician, the first thing that people might think they're great in the pub because they're outstanding, but when you play with them as a songwriter, they fill in all the dots. And there's times I'll work with guitarists and you're going to sing and they go, "Ooh," and you have to come back in the next chorus because they're whittling, because they want to be the voice. But good musicians like Brian, they don't want to be the voice, they want to have a voice, but they work alongside the voice, so they'll usually play in the gaps, and songwriters love that. And he's just a very capable, great musician, you know. And this little place here, I probably wouldn't have anywhere to go if this wasn't here, you know. I mean, I wouldn't.
And me.
Yeah.
And him.
Absolutely. This fella here is Rocky, and I first saw Rocky when he was a young boy. He was playing the drums at Eldon Square in a festival, and he was playing for some band that began with a P. The Prospectors or the Predators or something like that.
I have absolutely no recollection of this, although you have mentioned it before. I think you may have me massively confused with someone else there, but I don't mind, you know. We'll just roll with it.
Just roll it. And Rocky is a fantastic drummer, but he's also a bloody good guitarist. He's a better guitarist than I am, and he's the drummer. And he comes in the guitar shops because there's nowhere for the drummers to hang out, so he's converted to Christianity. And
It's become an unofficial rest home for a lot of...
This is the place in town for drinking green tea and discussing soccer developments throughout the season. So
yes, absolutely.
that's absolutely where we are with this. I do enjoy playing guitar, as it happens, and I do believe in my pocket Newcastle-based cassette label Zinc tapes.
Oh,
There's absolutely Census of Hallucinations sampler tape available from Zinc Tapes in Wallsend. I am a contributor to this little project, playing bits of guitar and co-composition. Absolutely.
Absolutely not to be missed.
But you know, playing drums over the years has served me well. Absolutely.
they served us well as well.
Especially, I do believe many years ago, filling in on a couple of dates for some little band called the Dainties, who had a very eccentric frontman who was a little bit difficult to deal with, but you know, it paid reasonably well, so it was all bearable in the end, you know.
It was well rehearsed though, and all arranged properly.
Yeah, absolutely, completely thorough. And I do believe we performed a little date in the Roses Theatre in Tewkesbury, which is where Eric Morecambe made his last performance and made his sad demise from this world. Shuffled off the coil, as I say. But
And it's now left to Martin to bring people sunshine. Which,
absolutely.
There you go.
Aye, Rocky, that's me. I got a glorious review there, didn't I?
Yes.
We'll go- There's an old tribe wandering through the fields they roam, on the haunted highway by the river of song, river of song. On the haunted highway, wildflowers keep on the good Lord's byway. There's a river of sleep on the haunted highway, wildflowers keep to the call of the pilgrim. Eternal sleep. He's got it. Tall, aren't you, Jason? Oh, yeah, you're a big fella. Didn't take Brian long to get his own, did it? That's a nice one. You got that quick, you Brian. Think it's so nice. There's one for you, Brian. Look at Rocky's great. Your expression was brilliant there, Rocky. lesbian. I asked her if she kissed me. This is what she said. She said, boy, I would not kiss you even if the rest of the world was dead. I ain't got nobody, I'm as blue as can be. I ain't got nobody gonna make a big old fuss on me. If I can't get somebody, I'm gonna piss off back to the farm. Never mind daddy, milk the cows and the chickens. Don't give a god a gosh darn. Boys coming now. So I took my girl along. Was on Saturday Night Lowfell. I took my girl along. Oh, the moon was shining bright. I asked her if she. This is what she said. She said, I wouldn't shy any from Washington even if the rest of the world was dead. I ain't got nobody, I'm as blue as can be. Ain't got a single body gonna make a big old fuss on me. If I can't get somebody, gonna piss off back the whole farm. I'm gonna milk the cows and the chickens. Don't give a god a gosh darn.